All right, so I'm gonna start over again. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to File, Open. I'm sorry, File, New, and then I'm going to pick the sock that I'm going to be customizing. And then what I'm going to do is create a front view, since this is going to be the front, and then the mask name is going to be base. And the first thing I'm going to do is take my ruler tool here, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to right click, hold at the bottom of the sock, and drag it to the top, and then let go of my right click. And my true dimension is going to be 20 inches. It's not going to be the exact size of the sock, but this is for more of the website preferences. So that way it looks correct on the website. Then this button right here is where you're going to crop out a color. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to crop out the yellow, and then I'm going to crop out the green so we can have different colors.
Okay.
So go ahead in here, and I typically go in here and get it really close so my cropping's good. And I'm just going to start, and I'm going to crop out the yellow first.
All right.
So I'm going to go in here and crop this out. This takes a few minutes, so just bear with me. If you've ever used Photoshop, you're very familiar with this tool.
Yeah.
And then you want to crop out the green. And this is why it'd be kind of hard to crop out the pro feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Now you're going to want to make sure you do a better job cropping. But just for training purposes, I'm just going to kind of breeze through it.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
All right, once you get to the end, you'll just hit enter, and then you'll click on the vector fill, and I'm going to fit to window so I can see my vector fill here, and then we're good to go on the yellow. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a second base. So I'm going to go ahead and insert garment layer, and I'm going to call this base 1, add, okay. And then I'm going to crop out the greens. So I'll use my vector tool here again to crop this out. And once we're done with that, we'll hit enter. Just make sure it looks good, and then we'll go to the next screen, and we'll do another vector fill. Enter. Do another vector fill. Enter. And then we'll do the last one here. Actually, there's a few more. All right, then once we got all our vector fills done, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first vector fill, the yellow, and we're going to enter in our information for this particular sock. So for supplier and mill, this is going to be for your viewing purposes only. So I'm just going to put in pro feet for right now. And then the product description is what they're going to be seeing on the actual website. So I'm just going to call it like tube sock or whatever, or like knee-high sock. And then the code is going to be the code that you order from off your supplier. So if your supplier's code is like sock 123, I'll just put sock 12, or I'll put 123, and then put a description. 100% cotton, whatever it might be. And then at that point, you're going to want to add views. When you add a view, we're going to do the same thing. So I'll go and click on that one. And again, we're going to do a front. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We'll call this one back. Hit OK. And then we'll need to do the same thing. We'll take our ruler tool, bring it up, call it 20 inches. You want to make sure it's the exact same as the other one. And then we'll go through and do our vector fills again, just like we did before. Oops, there we go. So just to move on from that, so you know what we're going to be doing, I'm going to go and click on vector fill, or the vector fill 1, fill out my information, create more views, and then go to colors. So under colors, do you have a place where I can view the colors for this particular product?
Yeah, you can go to the website.
Profeet?
Yeah. And then go to, I think if you hover over catalogs, color chart's the second one. So, yeah, from the bottom.
Okay, so let me we'll do, I want to see the catalog so I can see. Will this show me the different color SKUs?
Yeah, it should in the custom pages.
Let me know when you see that specific sock.
Let's see. There's the, right, that page is like the custom area.
Okay, cool. So these are the exact colors too?
Thanks, so yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be adding all the colors where the yellow is right now. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to type in, this looks like,
Navy.
all right, so we'll do, I'm going to hit add color. I'm going to call it navy, navy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tool, the drop tool, and click on it, and then click on a different color, and then hit finish editing. And then I can actually load that color to make sure it turned out right. Now at this point, all we're doing is adding the color where the yellow was.
Gotcha.
So I'll go through here and add all these colors, finish editing. And for black and white, what I'll do is I'll type in black. And then instead of use my drop tool, I'm going to go to my color wheel here, and I'm going to click the black, but I'm going to lighten it up so that way it's not so dark they can't see the seams.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get all those colors in, the next thing you're going to do is hit base 1 and go to colors, and you're going to add different colors. So I'm going to do white, white, go to color, since it's white, and I'm going to lighten it up, or darken it up, hit finish editing. Then I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to second color, and we'll type in yellow, yellow, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to click on the yellow color, hit finish editing. And then when you've got all the colors done for both base 1 and the original base, you're going to go over to sizes, and you're going to edit your sizes. So we'll call this just like 6 through 8. And we'll put in the weight, and then the price I want to charge, and then add size. And then we'll do 7 through 9. Add size, so on and so on until you get all your sizes done. Then the last thing you'll do is you'll go under color combos here, and what you're going to do is you're going to add/edit combo, and you're going to select the color for your base 1 and your color for base 2 and hit OK. And then for the next one we'll do, we don't want to add all. If we add all, it's going to add all the color combinations, and you don't want to do that in this aspect. So what I'll do is I'll go again, add combo, and hit OK. And then I'll go to add edit combo again, and I'm going to select purple and yellow and hit OK. And then I'll go back again, and we've got a black and we've got yellow, hit OK. Once you've done adding all your colors, all you're going to do is from here create a print zone. This button right here, Insert Application, will allow you to put your print zone for your product. So you can just create a box where you want them to be able to create a custom print in. So you'll do that for the back, the front, the left view, whatever views you want. And at that point, you'll just hit Save. And you'll save it to a folder with all these GFMs in it.
Okay.
And then you'll go to your website. And we'll go ahead and log in. Oops. There you are.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything for our website set up yet.
All right, so under product type, you're going to want to create a category. Your first category, you can name it however you want to set this up, but you're going to want to call it, like, for instance, like sock types or something. Or, I don't know, like, I can't think of anything, but yeah, we'll just call it socks. It's going to ask you for an image. So when you choose that image, it's going to be just like, I don't know, like a picture of like a bunch of assorted socks that you guys sell. But for right now, I'm just going to use one of the socks you sent me. So let's go to Profit. Where are you at? There you are. And I'll just put in this right here and hit save. The reason it's asking for pictures, if I go to your website right now and go to product catalog, this is what it's asking for. So when you put in your first image, that's what's going to show up under your catalog.
Okay.
Then for your subcategory, you're going to create, again, a subcategory. So we'll call it like sock 1, 2, 3. So it'll be the specific sock type. Then you'll go in again, and you'll choose the image. Oops. And, oh, shoot. For that specific sock, maybe, and hit save. So now the next part of it is going to be the image for this part right here. So you'll have a list of all the different sock categories right here on your page. So then when they click on sock 1 through 3, or when you click on sock 1, 2, 3, you're just going to click on it and hit add product. and then you're going to choose the file. So let's just go and find the GFM file that we just created. I called it testing. And we're going to wait for it to load. And the short name is going to be the only thing it does not preload from what we just did on the Live Designer Prep software. The short name is going to be this right here.
All right.
No, I'm sorry. The short name is going to be this right here. So it does take a minute or two to load, depending on how many different colors and how many different color combos you have. So I'm just going to call this sock. And I'm going to hit save and continue. Save and continue. And then I'm going to hit finish. And now when I go to your product catalog, you'll have socks. Sock 1, 2, 3. Click on the sock. And all your product colors will be listed right here. Oops, that's not the sock. That was the back. I did it in the reverse order, but that's okay. You get the point. So
Yeah.
you've got your colors, all your different color combos right here.
Okay.
So that is how you're going to custom create your products